Hi, welcome back. So selling pressure continues in the market, but let's focus on some news that's coming in from Deal Street. Sources now suggest that Adani Wilmar is likely to officially withdraw its bid from Ruchi Soya, citing delay in closing process, causing a deterioration in the asset. Ritu Singh now joins in with the latest on that one. Ritu.
Well, Adani Wilmar was selected as the highest bidder for Ruchi Soya under the insolvency process back in August of last year. And since then, the case has not found closure. It is pending clearance in the NCLT, following which we understand that Adani had conveyed its displeasure and cited these reasons which have caused a deterioration in assets as per Adani Wilmar as the reason why it now wants to withdraw its bid from Ruchi Soya. This is not the first instance where we're seeing the highest bidder is backing off, and it's not really a good signal for the banking industry. Now we understand the lenders of Ruchi Soya will be meeting today to take stock of the situation. So with the highest bidder out of the picture now, and we understand that Adani will officially withdraw its bid today, the second highest bidder, which was Patanjali Ayurved, perhaps may be given a chance to bid for the assets, and they've made their intention very clear when it comes to Ruchi Soya. Patanjali very much is interested in acquiring the asset. Remember, in the last round, Patanjali's offer overall actually was higher than what Adani had bid under the Swiss auction method, but Adani's payment to the lenders was higher, which is why their bid was selected over Patanjali Ayurved's. Now we understand that Patanjali is also willing to match Adani's bid if given a chance. So all of these things will be important factors that the Committee of Creditors in its meeting today will consider and perhaps give a fresh chance to Patanjali to make its bid for Ruchi Soya.
Okay, so that is the story on Ruchi Soya. Things are starting to change a little bit. We'll, of course, get you more once news comes out of that COC. But Ritu, stay on. Why don't we talk about the budget, the interim budget, the vote on account? I mean, what are the expectations really from the banking sector from this particular budget?
Well, first and foremost, it's always, recapitalization for public sector banks, something that, the bankers look forward to in union budgets. In this vote on account as well, bankers are hopeful that the next tranche of PSB recapitalization may be announced. Remember, almost 1.06 trillion rupees have been infused into the public sector banks in FY19. But besides this, of course, there are some other important things that banks are watching out for. One, banks have sought GST rationalization on bank accounts. It's also possible that this demand may be taken up by the GST Council instead of the Finance Ministry. Second, they've sought a uniform stamp duty across India for documentation along the lines of GST. Third, the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, which covers the depositors of public, that coverage they seek should be enhanced from 1 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. Additionally, they've sought reduction in the tenure for tax deposits under ATC to allow, to make FDs a more attractive scheme for savers to come forward. They want the tax deducted at source limit for public to also be raised from 10,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees annually. And they have sought some subsidies to open rural ATMs or branches in rural areas because, banks do not get as much business out of rural areas, and they wanted some support from the government to open new ATMs. Also, they've sought, approval to raise tax-free bonds in order to support the infrastructure lending, something that the government has also really been pushing for.
Ritu, thanks very much for that. Mahindra Life also reporting numbers. The stock has sold off actually pretty sharply. It looks like a top-down, disappointing quarter. In terms of revenue, they've seen a 26% shave off. Profits too are down close to about 30-odd%. And the stock now at the day's low. Let's take a very quick break. Up next, more earnings reactions. VP Nandkumar, the MD and CEO of Manappuram General Finance, will join in to talk about the quarter as well as life for NBFCs.